last time on the letters. The suitors tempted Roxanne with some passionate potions, and Baudelaire won the reward with his quirky concoction. While Baudelaire's drink sizzled, his meeting with Roxanne fizzled.
I'm very curious because you have such a deep, beautiful, sexy voice. Are you a smoker?
No, I am not a smoker.
And when she could no longer connect with his prose, she sent him home.
I come from Hickville. I don't live there anymore.
Meanwhile, Longfellow's extended stay came to an end when Roxanne decided to let him go as well. 4 suitors remain to woo Roxanne. Who will win her heart? Morning, Wild. Burns.
Morning.
Shelley. Coleridge.
Morning.
And then there were 4. Today we've got something really, really fun for you guys here at Kicking Horse Mountain Resort, but of course you know what comes? Roxanne.
Good morning, suitors. I really feel like I'm getting to know you through your writing, which is such a pleasure for me. I would definitely describe myself as a small-town girl. I was born in a small town, and although I love the excitement that a big city brings with all of its activities, I'm definitely a small-town girl at heart. I'm very genuine and honest and just love being really friendly and having that small-town feel.
I think I've gotten to know Roxanne a little bit. She seems very genuine, very sweet, very caring, very affectionate, very passionate, very loving, all things that I look for in a companion or a mate or soulmate or whatever you want to call it. So for myself, I would like to meet her. I really would.
No one's taken it as a game at this point. Everyone's poured so much emotion, personal or not, into this, the challenges, into Roxanne, making that connection with her. I think we crossed into not being a game anymore, and it's pretty serious now, and guys, they want to meet her.
Good luck on your 7th field task. My advice to you today is don't hesitate to grab the bull by the horns. So it looks like, actually, I don't know what we're doing today. Can you tell me what we're doing today?
Well, we're gonna do a little steer wrestling. That arm right up underneath. And hang on.
And then just like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you just flip it like
Yeah,
this?
kinda. Yeah, you'll pull it around and then you gotta grab him by the nose.
Sorry, buddy, I really don't know what I'm doing. You know what, I love trying new things, and I was a little bit scared, but somebody gives me a challenge and I can't help it, I just have to do it. Especially if the suitors are doing it, I gotta do it too. Okay, that hurt.
Suitors, I want you to give a very warm welcome to Tanner Milan. Hi, Tanner. Great to meet you.
Yep.
Tanner Milan here is a professional steer wrestler and a professional steer wrestling coach. He's here to help you out with a field challenge. Can you give him a few tips?
Well, just basically we're gonna be on the snow machines and they're gonna act as the horse and we're gonna jump onto the fake steer and whoever can do it technically correct and slide it the farthest, that's who I'll pick as the winner.
God, we're gonna die.
Guys, do you have any questions? Do you think you can do that?
No.
Take a deep breath, guys, because Coleridge, you're up.
That's good. That's kind of a tough one.
Who do you think showed the best style and technique, skill, heart? Who'd you pick?
Well, I think I'm gonna go with Shelly.
Shelly.
He
Shelly, yeah.
done a really good job. He caught the horn good, got the arm over it, had it deep, and slid the steer really good.
So he's your man.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Tanner.
Good job, Shelly. Congratulations, Shelly.
Pulling up and seeing that machine, I can't lie to you, that was a little intimidating, you know? That thing, I mean, it's made out of steel and iron, and it's on wheels, and it probably has some force behind it. Nobody really wanted to get trapped underneath that thing, which I almost did on my second run. But my first run was clean as clean gets, so I took this one home, which I'm really surprised about. I thought the 270-pounder was going to take this one, and I think so did everybody else. But as long as I keep surprising them the way I am and knocking them off their toes the way I am, I think this thing's in the bag.
The first one looked good. Second one, you know, he ate it pretty good, but yeah, his first one was pretty technically sound. Unfortunately, can't beat it.
Of course I'm disappointed, and I'm at a disadvantage because she hasn't had a chance to chat with me a little bit. And when I heard it was steer wrestling, I thought that this would be the best opportunity out of all the ones that we had so far. And what can I say? Shelly did better.
She's sounding different to you because it's not Roxanne. Today's reward takes a surprising twist when Roxanne's best friend Kathy shows up to take Roxanne's place behind the curtain.
So what are you doing here?
Well, it turns out that I was there was a challenge today, and I was the prize.
First of all, who was it?
Oh, Shelly.
Kathy?
Kathy, do you want to say hi to Shelly for us?
Hi, Shelly. How you doing?
Hi, Kathy. Good to meet you.
You too. So, well, I asked him about that some of the other contestants think that he's a little bit of a showboater.
Well, even I said that. It's so funny.
Oh, really?
I said in his letter that, you know, you sound, even because I met him the first time and I thought he was like a performer, like he was performing instead of connecting with me, and I challenged him on that. So, did you ask him that?
Yeah, and he was totally honest. He said, yeah, at first, he was total showboater.
Absolutely. Put yourself in my position. You know, I come up here, I don't know any of these people. We got cameras in our faces 24 hours a day. We are sequestered, and you know, we are confined to our quarters with 9 other guys that I've never met before, and we are all alpha males. You know, put 10 studs in the same room, and I mean, what are you gonna do? You know, I mean, I guess I could fade into the background, but I think I would have taken a shameful gondola ride down and then a long bus ride home had I done that. Absolutely, I was showboating, and absolutely it worked to my advantage, and absolutely I'm still here, and absolutely I'll still be here tomorrow.
He developed his questions thinking he was going to meet you.
Okay.
Talk to you. So he just asked me what he was going to ask you, and he asked...
Do you think that Roxanne believes in love at first sight?
Yes.
That I believe in love at first sight.
I think you do. I think you wouldn't admit it, but I think
That I do.
there's a lot of things you don't admit.
You didn't say that, did you?
No.
Shelly, a weekend away, New York City or Hawaii?
That's...
With Roxanne.
Yeah, that's a tough one for me. You know, I love New York City. New York is probably one of my favorite places to be. I've never been to Hawaii, but this time of year, Hawaii would be pretty nice. New York's kind of dirty right now. I've been there at Christmas and it's a little dirty and grungy and you don't really get to get out and enjoy the sights. So I would say New York in June, Hawaii in December.
Oh, I get 2 trips out of it.
Yes,
right on, my kind of guy. That's great. Did she ask you anything else?
Yes.
I know there's something. What?
So she asked me, if you spent the night at your boyfriend's house and you didn't have a toothbrush, what would you do? She's gonna kill me for saying this, because she would hate anyone to know it. She would use his.
She would use his?
Yeah, sneak in there and use it and probably dry it off a bit.
Shelley's smiling. I think he's all right with that, are you?
Because you would.
I wouldn't really care, though. I'd just use it and be like, whatever.
Timing the win for this challenge today was invaluable to me. I think that that's going to really make a big deal because now Kathy's going to go back and hopefully reinforce Roxanne's opinion of me and help her to decide what order she sends the other guys home in.
She said an interesting thing. He sounds handsome, she said. And she said that he sounds like, because I was always concerned with him about the whole like showboat thing, and she said, yeah, that's what he sounds like. And she said that that's you, that that's what you always go for, so. And she's right.
Gentlemen, this morning you had a little taste of what it was like to experience the physical side of being a cowboy. Now it's time to tap into the philosophical side. So we've invited cowboy poet Mike Pohalo to give you a few tips on cowboy poetry. Mike Pohalo is an award-winning cowboy poet who is also a true blue cowboy. When he's not running his ranch in Kamloops, British Columbia, Pohalo is performing around the world and sharing his wisdom about the cowboy way.
There isn't a society on earth that hasn't used some form of rhythmic, rhyming poetry to carry forward their legends and stories. It reaches back farther than written language by many thousands of years. If you look at some of the societies that contributed to our society in North America, the Scots, the Irish, that Celtic tradition of oral storytelling is a big part of cowboy poetry. Because good rhyming poetry has to have depth, substance. You can't just hang empty phrases in the air and expect it to work. Rhyming put together 3 English classes at my old high school. And I spent about an hour and a half talking about poetry and poetics and, structure and form and all the various elements that go into writing poetry. And right at the end, one little girl asked me what was the very most important thing with poetry. And I said, as in all art forms, it's emotion. If you can honestly portray your emotion, then you're doing your job as an artist, as a poet. So if I'd left it right there, I'd probably made a clean getaway, but I went on to say that I really don't give a damn about structure. I don't care where you can spell. All that other stuff is secondary. I mean, what matters is getting the emotion out in your words. Well, one young English teacher went up and down me, went up one side of me and down the other right afterwards, because she said, you can't tell kids that form and structure doesn't matter. What do you think we teach here? So this is a little poem I wrote for that English teacher. As a scientific dissection mars the beauty of a rose, so does your English lesson rend asunder simple prose. For poetry is passion. If you teach it, do it right, lest you douse poor Dylan's candle and dim fair Juliet's light.
So your writing assignment now, suitors, is to write a poem on the theme of friendship in the cowboy poetry style. So that's rhyming couplets. Good luck.
You lock 10 guys in a room, the cream rose to the top, obviously, but we all ended up loving each other. And I mean seriously loving each other.
It's going to be a tough decision because I don't see how much more we conveyed about ourselves in this message with this topic. I don't know how much more she's going to get out of it.
I was nervous. I've never, since I've been here, been that nervous.
Roxanne, today's writing challenge saw the gentleman benefiting from the great writing advice of cowboy poet Mike Pohalo. and they wrote cowboy poems on friendship. Coleridge, you're up.
Friendship passes no judgment, no matter what you do. Wants to be equal but competitive, yet you help me and I help you. Friendship is sticking up when pushed, backs against the wall, holding on to integrity, willing to take the fall. Friendship is sharing honesty and laughter with wide-eyed trust. No matter what life might throw, friendship for me is an absolute must.
To all my new friends, old friends, and fallen friends. I don't tend to pick my friends, they seem to find me, whether it's my bubbling wit, my upbeat tone, or just my confidence to be. You could work in the dirt all day or wax poetically. It's the honest goodness in your heart my soul tends to need. Whenever there's a problem, it will almost never fail. I'm the first one they'll call, good friends will prevail.
A person you can count on in times of need, but is not a one-way street, keep in mind. It would be best described as two seeds. Growing together, always and forever, much like a marriage between two lovers. Or the best of friends meeting over a program. For this to happen, I would have said never.
I'm definitely out of my league coming to writing poems. These guys are phenomenal writers, and I was definitely nervous reading mine compared to theirs. So it was an experience for me for sure.
I know I have a friend in Sam. He's always by my side. Whenever there is work to do, he never runs to hide. He comes a-running when I call, and all I do is ask. He won't complain, not even once, no matter what the task. He made me laugh and wipe my tears whenever I was sad, and forgave me my digressions that time I made him mad. I'm there for him when he needs me, on that he can depend, because I know Sam will be by my side right until the end. These guys are going to be my best friends for the rest of my life. They're not going to replace the friends that I have now, but they're definitely going to add to my social circle. And I won't go a week without talking to each and every guy that was here.
Roxanne, here are your letters from today's suitors. They wrote you some cowboy poetry as well as performed it. What did you think of the performances?
I thought they were so touching. I really liked the topic of friendship. In fact, it was going to be one of my next questions. Is just friendship is so important to me and the friends that I have in my life, and I really wanted to know what kind of people that they surround themselves with.
I'm there for him when he needs me, on that he can depend, because I know Sam will be by my side right until the end.
As friendships are created, when you're true to yourself, the friendship between four men is without a doubt.
It's the honest goodness in your heart my soul tends to need. Whenever there's a problem, it will almost never fail. I'm the first one they'll call, good friends will prevail.
I like that one. I like that one a lot.
Friendship passes no judgment, no matter what you do. Wants to be equal but competitive, yet you help me and I help you.
I really loved the idea of the suitors doing poetry about friends, because my friends are my life and they're very important to me. So I wrote one back, and it's titled My Friends Rock. I definitely believe you attract what you are. My friends are a reflection of me, which is what they've shown so far. We are there for each other in good times and in bad. Unconditional love, whether happy, angry, sad. They love me for me, even when I am a nut. Together we are tight, loyalty, no matter what. Love, Roxanne.
We're here to find out whom Roxanne has asked to stay and who will continue on for the last stretch of the journey. Shelley, Burns, please step to the table.
I'd say that it would be Burns that's going home, but I don't want to see Burns go. I want to see him here to the end. I'm going to miss these guys.
I couldn't guess who's going home next. Probably me, but I've thought that the whole time. So I'm still riding on me.
Coleridge and Wild, please step to the table.
It's not a game, this is someone's feelings and stuff that's on the line, and to me that's not a game.
There's 3 in a row, 3 guys that have met Roxanne that have gone home. So it's almost, we're kind of talking about is if it's a good thing to meet Roxanne at this point or not.
Will all those who've been asked to stay, please make your way to the fireplace, and will the Dear John please remain at the table?
If you're hiding pieces of yourself in any relationship, which is, I think, what people do a lot, hide the bad, you can't truly connect with somebody because it's not really you. It's just a projection of what you want people to see.
Gentlemen, time has come. Will all those who've been asked to stay, please make your way to the fireplace, and will the Dear John please remain at the table? Coleridge, your journey ends here. Pack up your things and kindly leave the Kicking Horse Mountain Resort. Good luck and goodbye.
Dear John, of all the letters and the poems this round, I connected with yours the least. I do wish we would have had the chance to at least chat, but I guess it just wasn't in the cards. I hope even through this experience you've opened up yourself and revealed more truth about yourself. I got a sense that you need that. Thank you for being part of this journey with me. Love, Roxanne.
I think not getting that chance to meet her could have gone either way for me. I'm not the smoothest guy in the world. I'm very rough around the edges. That first few dates with a girl that I don't know are always very awkward for me and stuff, and sometimes that's my downfall. So who's to say? But I mean, she got to know me on a level that takes people years to get to, and so maybe that would have made it more comfortable. Maybe it would have made it more intimidating. I'm not sure.
I gave them a bunch of information, and I really wanted him to try to get back to me some things, some personal things about himself, and the others were able to kind of maneuver that in, and his was just really short and didn't give me a lot of information, and so that's where the elimination kind of happened.
Next time on The Letters, rediscovering the art of courtship. Get set, go! The three remaining suitors set out on an adventure that could lead them right to Roxanne or right out the door. Tune in for the excitement, the suspense.
My question to you is, have you really convinced her?
And the heartache as Roxanne makes the ultimate decision and chooses the suitor she will meet face to face.
Hi, how are you?
In the spectacular one-hour season finale of The Letters, rediscovering the art of courtship.